this might be the hardest track I've ever had to write, but I need to write it. If I could go back in time and talk to myself as a girl, I'd tell her that taking care of others wasn't why she was brought in this world, that she didn't deserve all the pain she was forced to endure, that real love doesn't mean trading and cells getting violent or starting a war, that her father loved her even when it seemed he loved the alcohol more, that her mother loved her even if she didn't always know how to assure, that her normalcy insulted her sister's entitlement, she wanted you insecure, that her uncle wasn't an ally or a nice guy, he was an asshole and a predator. I tell her that being torn down and humiliated wasn't a sign of affection, that she deserved to be built up, nurtured, and taught to love her reflection, that she deserved to be seen, to be heard, and to feel like she was protected, that she was brilliant, gifted, important, and deserved her parents' investment. But they were both broken people with fucking issues, and they couldn't help it. They're exhausted, beaten down, and for you they're still living, but only to exist. Two boomer stoners married in their early 20s and a physically disabled kid. This may be the world you were born into, but stop punishing yourself for this shit. Mom, I'm so glad I became a mother before you left. There were so many things I would have held to regret. I'm grateful I got a chance to understand how it felt to hold that baby and imagine how many nights you wept when you found out your firstborn wouldn't take another step. Seeing how your family used to treat you and imagining how alone you felt. Watching the love of your life die slow as dad withdrew and grew more depressed. You did the best you could do and you knew that out of us two I needed you less. You made me the woman and mother I am, and to have had you I was blessed. Dad, you were my rock in a household that was always divided. T was crazy as a motherfucker, thought she owned mom entirely. She started shit on the regular, trying to turn mom against you and me. Ma couldn't see it, but as much as you loved her, you knew she was evil. So you always had my back and I had yours through every season. Then one day you just checked out, leaving me to battle the family's demons. I wish I would've told you then how much it hurt that you were needed. Not sure it would've mattered to your mental health, you had conceded, but I survived. And I just wanna hear you were proud of me while you were still breathing. If I could go back to teenage me, I'd tell her self-destruction wasn't the remedy, that those niggas in the street ain't your family, that hurting yourself isn't gonna fix anything, that there's no use trying to prove what others choose not to see, that causing your mom pain would haunt you for eternity, that trying to save your dad wasn't your responsibility, that your sister turned into who your mother enabled her to be, to stay true to your heart even though the weight of it is heavy, to not let anger and resentment take residence where hurt used to be, that it's not fucking rude to remind certain people you don't owe them anything, that after the blood, the booze, and the dudes you'll still feel fucking empty, that having love for yourself, that's the missing puzzle piece, that being played with like a doll and put back on the shelf, that's love selfishly. And although you didn't get any help, asking for help doesn't make you weak. And even though you didn't feel protected, let go of your need for control, it's anxiety. And finally, although you felt alone for so long, you were not meant to be lonely. As I sip on the champagne and reflect on how far I came, from the days where I felt I needed to earn my name, to the times I'd run away, to the day I stood up and looked my trauma in the face. I became grace as the grace I was given. I took my story and gained an understanding as to how it was written. I became the writer, the generational curse survivor, the one who turned decades of pain into art while embodying the fire. I own the responsibility, rewriter of the narrative, providing my daughters with a new sense of normalcy. I broke the chains, and while the little voice in my head still sometimes tried to put me in a cage, I no longer am my pain, though. And I understand that it was always felt, even if it was never said. I love you both, and I thank you for being the best that you could, even when you were sinking, even when life felt like there was no hope.